Today I'm going to be showing you top 3 must-play PlayStation games in 2025. Let's get right into it. And guys, now we're starting off with Spider-Man 2. Now by the way, make sure to stay tuned to the end because I got an underdog game at the end that not many people know about, but I think it's a very good game. Anyway, Spider-Man 2, the gameplay is insane. Honestly, this was super hard to pick on 3rd place. Now, to be fair, in terms of like games of all time, it's really hard to compare with the second game I'm going to show you guys. But anyway, the graphics are stunning. Honestly, playing as Spider-Man was so fun, and I haven't played this game in ages, so I might be a bit rusty. But here's the combat here. Now, I won't spoil much of the story, but the game is about symbiotes. That's why I'm playing symbiotes here. Now, this is obviously a crime. The missions are pretty long, and also the story is pretty long, so you're gonna get your money's worth. And you get to play as Miles and Peter. So you get to play as 2 Spider-Mans. And you obviously have the anti-venom powers, and you also have the venom for Miles, the electricity powers he kind of has. And also swinging around is insane. It's super fun. Obviously the map is also huge. Look around here. I'm just going to show you guys the map here. There's 2 big islands. Well, in Spider-Man 1 there's only 1 island, and it was like the Manhattan, but that was 2, so that's kind of cool. And obviously I'm going to jump off and I'm going to show you the Spider-Man wings. Yeah, you can basically fly because these wings, they make no sense. They have like no physical, like you could just fly basically, and it's amazing. You can pop off multiple tricks, and honestly, if you have a PlayStation, this is a must-play game. You have to play this game. This game is really essential because it's amazing, and it only takes around 50 hours to fully complete everything. The missions, the story, and the side missions. But obviously I'm going to show you some gameplay of Miles soon. I'm obviously doing a couple flips here and stuff like that. But Miles is a bit different how he works and how he swings, so I'm going to show you him now. So you can switch to Miles by using the menu there. And I'm switching to Miles, and you obviously get a cutscene for every single time you switch characters. And now I'm playing as Miles. So obviously look at Miles. He's a bit more explosive, a bit more fun than Peter. Obviously he goes a bit more crazy because he's a kid. And also I think his wings look way cooler than Peter's. His wings are red. That's kind of cool. Yeah, that's like. Now you can make multiple suits, by the way. I think there's at least 100 suits in the game for each character, at least. Like, I don't know how many suits there are, because when it first dropped, there was not many suits, to be fair, but they dropped more and more. Now, sure, there is no DLC for this game, but that's obviously because the Insomniac leak. But, however, it's still a very good game, and a must-play game. I'm going to show you some more crime, and I'm also going to be using the venom powers I was talking about. So, look at that, you get the blue electricity. He also has the orange electricity, but, I didn't really use that. For some reason, I don't have it equipped. You can equip different powers and stuff. Look, I'm just speeding up these symbiotes here. Look at the finish, by the way. The clean-ass finish. Look at that. And you're using all the electricity, and it's amazing. And I think, honestly, this might be one of my favorite games of all time. Like, movement-wise, it's the best game of all time. You cannot convince me there's a better game for movement. How quick you move in this game is so good. And it's so satisfying, like, actually, like, the combat is amazing. You're fighting pretty quickly. You don't have to, do those complicated fighting scenes. Like, if you're starting off with PlayStation and you're maybe new to gaming, if you're just switching to PlayStation, this is a great game to start off with. And you can even stream it. You don't actually have to download it. I'm pretty sure you buy it and then you can just stream it if you have PS Plus Premium. But I recommend download it just for the best experience because frames do drop when you stream it. But obviously, look, I just saved those passengers there. And look, obviously the crimes aren't the best, obviously. I'm just showing you guys the combat-wise. And look, also, guys, I forgot to show you guys, obviously we have the red wings. You can ski on the water, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I show it in this gameplay here. But you can basically ski on the water. I forgot to show that feature. But obviously, the map is insanely big. Here are all the suits. Obviously, the suits, there's so many suits you can choose from for Miles and Peter. But anyway, Spider-Man 2 is a great game, and it's a great to start off with. But now, we're going to move into the next game. And the next game is going to be God of War Ragnarök. Yes, this game is fucking amazing. And honestly, it's the first game and only game to make me cry at the end. Because this game is an emotional ride, I'm not going to lie. And the graphics are might even better than Spider-Man 2, I'm not going to lie. They are stunning. I'm obviously going to show you guys one of the realms. There are 9 realms you explore in this game. It's based on Norse mythology, and it's based on a sun. So Kratos is the father, obviously, and Atreus is the son, Loki. Or you can just call him Atreus. But basically, you travel around the 9 realms, getting collectibles, missions, and obviously I completed the game entirely. So I'm just showing you guys around because I literally platinumed this game. There's nothing else for it to do. But obviously I'm just showing you guys walking around. This is only one of the realms, by the way. This is one of the realms. This is Svartalfheim, I'm pretty sure. That's where you upgrade your gear, obviously. I'm going to go up here and I'm going to show you the nice view. This is probably the best shot I got of a nice view. But you could obviously go in the mountains and probably get a better view. Obviously we have the big monster in the lake there. You'll know what to do with him. He's a side quest. But look at the beauty of this game. It's so beautiful. It runs in 60 frames smoothly at all times as well. And the graphics are insane. Now, the only place I can find combat is in this realm called Niflheim because they have trials and you can just do them over and over again. So, this is the only place I can show you guys the combat. You have 3 weapons in God of War Ragnarok. You have the axe, the blades of chaos, and a spear. These 3 things are pretty good and honestly, they're pretty satisfying to use. Obviously, you can use the flying axe by like Mjolnir, by the way. It's basically the same thing. And obviously, I'm using the blades, one of the power-ups, like that. And also, in my opinion, play the God of War 2018 first, though, because you won't have a clue what's going on in this game if you don't play the 2018 one first. And the 2018 one is on PS Plus, same as God of War Ragnarok, actually. So, if you have PS Plus, these games are all accessible, besides Spider-Man 2. And obviously, I have an underdog game after this. But anyway, obviously I'm using the rage mode right now. Look at the rage, it's just fucking satisfying. I'm just fucking beating him up. And honestly, the combat might be one of the best I've ever seen. Remember, this is the first game I think I've played on PlayStation that I actually completed fully. I don't know, maybe it was Spider, I'm not too sure. But the game, I love talking about this game because it's so good. And I'm thinking about to use a spear power up. Look at this, bang. Now, by the way, I was a bit I forgot to play. But anyway, that's one of the spear power ups. You can make it rain spears, multiple spears. You don't know how, like in the God of War Ragnarok story. By the way, you'll learn how it works, why is it doing that, and how it's in multiple versions of it. I'm using another power up, the sword. Now look, everyone's electrocuted now. And look at this, the combat is just fucking satisfying as hell. I can't stop talking about it. And obviously look at all the spears, they're going flying. Poor fellas after dying. And look, another flying axe power up. Now in the first game you don't actually unlock the spear. So by the way, I'm not gonna spoil too much what happens in this game. But you need to play the 2018 one first, so you know what's going on in this one. So before playing this one, play God of War 2018. That's the first one you should play. Then go for God of War Ragnarok. But now we're going to move for the next game. This game is really good though. God of War Ragnarok, I give it a solid 10 out of 10. Anyway, the next game is the finals. Yes, you've probably never heard of this game before. But I actually stumbled across this game while I'm looking for games to play. It has destruction physics. It's pretty decent. It runs at 60 frames smoothly. The combat is insane, like the shooting. And also, it's a bit unique. You're never going to really see a game like this. And also, while you're waiting for Battlefield 6, by the way, yes, the ultimate game. The beta is closed now, unfortunately, guys. You can't hop into it anymore. But while you wait for Battlefield 6, this is an excellent game to play. It has around 20k people playing at all times. And it has no bots, I'm pretty sure. Unless it's tutorial. Besides the tutorial, obviously. Now, there's multiple game modes. This game is basically about stealing cash, stealing vaults while you're trying to kill people. Now, obviously, I'm not too good at this game because this is like my second time playing this game. But obviously, look, team respawn. You also respawn, so this is resurgence mode basically. You come back. It's kind of like the same thing in Call of Duty. We have the resurgence mode. You respawn. This is the quick cash game mode. And now I want to show you some of the destructive capabilities. Now, sure, they're not perfect and they're nowhere near as good as Battlefield 6. However, they're still pretty decent for a free game. This game's free, by the way. And look at the destruction physics. Like, they're better than Call of Duty. And this game's free, by the way. And the Call of Duty physics for destruction are horrible. So, that's a note. Take. Now, to be fair, I'm pretty sure this is one of the first games that actually implemented the destruction physics. Because I never saw a game before this actually implemented it. But, obviously, look, I walked off the edge there on accident. My bad. But obviously, if you're good at this game, like the movement is really quick. So if you're a Call of Duty player, this is the game for you. If you're tired of hackers and anti-cheats and stuff like that, and the OP weapons, this game is for you. There's no OP weapons really. It's all balanced from what I've seen. And look, you see, he's actually doing his objective. He's taking the box. You have to take the vault to your objective, put it in your cash up, and you have to defend it. And if you die, then someone can steal it. And yeah, that repeats back and forth. Yeah, but there's like 30 minutes, I think, for cash game mode. Yeah, you see more of the destruction physics there. The doors break, and it's pretty good. I get my first kill here, alright. I don't know why I'm doing an accent. But look at this. I turn to my left, and I see him. Okay, what am I doing? Well, he's nearly dead. I'm not that good at this game. This guy's short, right? Oh, I remember this. Yeah, you have to be good at this game. But anyway, this is probably one of the better games on the list, and it is very underrated. Also, this map, holy shit, I was stunned by the graphics. The graphics are insane. Especially for a free game. You're like, this is free, by the way. You can play this on PS4, I'm pretty sure. I'm not too sure. But let's be honest, you should have a PS5 in 2025. But obviously, I'm going to objective here, and I actually think I get my first kill here. Look, I see this guy. He's going over there, and I get my first kill. And yeah, I get sprayed from behind, so I die there. But this game is very underrated. Look, if you're tired of Call of Duty, want something a bit interesting, something new, it's unique. This is the game for you. But please hit that sub button, hit that notification button, hit that like button, because this video took me a long time to make, and it took me a long time to find these games. So sure, I picked 2 generic games, but this game took me a while to find actually. By the way, I do remember X Defiant. Yes, you guys probably heard of that game before. It shut down. I was actually planning to put that as the 4th game to do top 4, but it shut down, so I couldn't even play it. But anyway, you're coming around here. Obviously, there's not much to explain anymore. The guns, by the way, are insane. These guns are not really ever seen. Like, they're not futuristic, even though it kind of looks futuristic. But honestly, this is probably my best pick if you're going for a game. Look, here's what I rated. I rated a solid 7 out of 10 this game. It's the reason why it's not a 10 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10 or 8 out of 10. I'm not that good at it, so that kind of minuses a point. Also, if the combat, like, I haven't tried out all the game modes. Like, I only tried the quick cash game mode. And let's be honest, if I explained every single game mode, we would be here for hours. So that's why I couldn't really do much. I had to be quick. But I tried to throw a grenade here, I accidentally threw it myself. Look, we don't talk about that. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna end the video soon. That was top 3 games you must play in 2025 on the PlayStation 5. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Please hit that sub button and notification and like button. We're posted daily also. So yeah, but anyway, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.